Righto guys, thanks for coming along today. Helen, Dave and Dec. This is a circuit training session. Earlier, just before we stood up here, I showed you how to do all these exercises. So today we're going to be doing, you can just step aside there Helen, we're going to be doing push-ups, where David is, squats where Dec is, running on the spot here. Just behind you Helen's the bent over row, and this is step-ups. Now I've shown you how to do all that. You've all been judged to be low risk adults. So you can do these exercises up to a pretty high intensity if you want to, but today we'll just do it slowly. So if at any time you feel uncomfortable or short of breath or anything, just let me know. Now, you've done your 10 minutes warm up on the bike, so you're ready to go. Now the reason we did the warm up was to increase your body temperature, increase the blood flow to your working muscles, increase your body physically and mentally for this workout, facilitate your metabolic processes, increase your cardiovascular responses, that's your heart and blood pressure, increase your respiration and decrease your injury susceptibility. So that's really important that you do that, so that when we're finished you're not going to pull up sore. So it's 5 different exercises, showing you how to do it, 60 seconds on each one. I'll tell you when to start and then when I say stop, just move along to the next exercise. Now David, I understand you can't do the running on the spot because you've got bad knees, and Helen, you've got a problem with squatting too far, so just go within your limits. David, instead of you doing running on the spot, just run back to one of them and do a second exercise. So when you're ready, we'll say start now. Just swing your arms a little bit, Helen. Keep your knees in front, your heels back. That's good, righto, move. Bend over, Helen. In, no, not too far, just over, and then in, just back up into your lower. That's all right. Back just onto your balls of your feet. Make sure your knees are out. David, I know you've got bad knees. Righto, move. You can't do those, David. We'll just do as little as you can. Just bend over a bit more, Dec, and pull it up into the bottom of your ribs. Legs a bit further apart to make it easier. That's the way. Righto, move. Make sure you get your foot right onto the board, Dec, otherwise you might fall off. Then if you put your arms out a bit wider, you've got to bend over, David, bend over, and into the bottom of your ribs, up here, like I showed you earlier. Yeah, bit lower, that's the way. Righto, move. That's great, guys, that's great. Righto, move. So you've all been through it once, so we'll call it quits there. So did anyone have any trouble with any of that at all? No. David, you had a bit of a problem there. You've got to bend over a bit more. No worries with the knees? Anything? Well, when we normally finish some exercises, we would have done a lot more than that. We generally do some stretches, and the stretches for this, you can just do shoulder stretch like this. It's that one or that one. Because we've been doing the hamstrings, if you're flexible enough, you can pull your leg up and grab it with your foot with your arm. I can't do that, so what I normally do is get behind a chair or something and just push down like that. If you've got bad knees, don't try. And now, because we've finished, we would have done the stretches. We now get on the bike or a treadmill or something to do a cool down. And the reason we do a cool down is exactly the opposite of why we did the warm up. So we decrease respiration, it facilitates and reduces your blood pressure and blood pooling, and any dizziness that you might think you might get. It dissipates your body heat, removes your lactic acid if you've done a hard workout, which is a great thing that you should do. Improves your range of motion because your muscles aren't going to cramp up on you. Improves your physical function, helps with your recovery, and prevents injury. Has anyone got any questions?
No.
Righto, thanks guys.